Hi, Coro. It's Mike Sarno. I wanted to respond to the latest comment that you left on that one coffee party video. For those of you who are just getting into the middle of this discussion, I responded to a video. Here's a brief clip of the part that I was referencing.
I feel like they're very passionate, but they're very misinformed. Very misinformed. Because I'm looking out throughout the crowd sometimes and they're fighting against their own interests. And so just sitting there talking to them about things they wanted to change in the area and whatnot, asked him if he had a job, he didn't. Asked him if he had health care, he didn't. And so this is one of the things that the healthcare reform addresses is people that don't have the money, but then it makes it more affordable for everybody to have.
So I made a text comment to this video, particularly to that part, where I stated, I agree with most everything stated in the vid, except the conclusion that the gentleman who was unemployed and without health insurance is working against his best interests by not accepting one particular health reform or another. It is a false dichotomy to limit the choices to a particular type of reform or no reform at all. I'm not sure if that's what Chad, the gentleman who was in the video, wanted to say, but that's what I heard. And then Koro responded, his username is lmcdowall. He says, if you don't have health insurance and you are protesting a bill that will get you health insurance, then you are, in fact, going against your own interest. There is not a lot of room for interpretation. To which I responded, that's a false dichotomy. There are more than two choices, so refusing one doesn't mean you are choosing the other. Perhaps the gentleman thought the cost of the proposed bill would be more than he was willing to pay. We should trust his wisdom to determine what is right for him. To which I get the response, again from L. McDowell. If we don't reform healthcare now, it will never be reformed. Reform is in the best interest of everyone. If you watch Frontlines, 10 trillion and counting, and Sick Around America, they make compelling arguments I cannot make in less than 500 characters. We need to do what we can now, but when the bill passes, the fight is not over. Healthcare is bankrupting this country. I'm not arguing for or against the reform package. What I'm merely pointing out is that Chad in the video was talking about how it's important to listen to what other people are saying. It's more important to understand than be understood, is a point that he makes in the video. And my point was that to say that someone's just acting against their best interest because they're not in favor of a particular type of reform is just not really listening to what the other person is saying. The problem is that we know that if we enact this bill, what you're asking is, let's just get this bill in place and then we'll fix it afterwards. But we know that once we get the ball rolling, that there are going to be some things that we're not going to be able to change. It's going to be set in motion and we can't stop it. And so that's the potential for us to pause and consider what we want to do and why we shouldn't just write off what this unemployed gentleman without health insurance was saying. There are many, many facets here, and I think it's just an oversimplification, and we really need to listen. And especially, this is outside my argument, really, but this is in response to a video that says we should listen. And in it, the speaker, in what I was hearing, really wasn't listening to what the man said. Granted, that video was edited. You can see where there were some edits here and there. And maybe I don't have the whole picture, and that's why I even said I'm not sure if that's what he wanted to say, but that's what I heard. And that's what is in the video at the very least. So, Koro, thank you very much for your response. Everybody, peace.